Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, Jason Ryan for AmericaSpace.com, and I'm very fortunate to be joined by none other than Bob Crippen. Bob goes all the way back to the very beginning of the space shuttle era, and a little bit before that, you were the pilot on STS-1, the very first mission.
I was. I had the honor of doing that with my buddy John Young.
Now, you're here today, and I found out something kind of interesting when I was talking to you before the show, or before this interview, and that is, this is your first Florida Space Day, too.
It is. It is. It's a very exciting event. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, how did you get involved with it? Who talked to you, and who wrangled you into this?
Well, it didn't have to wrangle too hard. Actually, I support an organization called the Astronaut Scholarship Foundation, and we work very closely with Delaware North, who runs the visitor complex, and they wanted an old astronaut to come up here, and so I said, why not?
Did they find an old astronaut?
Yeah, they did.
Well, let me ask you this. You've been going around and you meet the representatives in the state. What's it been like? What's the reception?
Well, we have a very positive mood here in Tallahassee with regard to the space program. I believe everyone that we've talked to is very knowledgeable of the fact that space is important to the state of Florida, and they're very supportive of it.
Has anything here today that you've seen or been introduced to kind of surprised you?
No, not really. It's just been the first time to see it and go through and talk to a bunch of people. But no, I expected nothing but a positive kind of atmosphere here for space.
Now, they have you on like a little, if I understand correctly, they've broken you guys up into like 14 little groups, 11 or 14 new groups, and you don't know who you're going to get beforehand?
That's true, but I have been more doing some other stuff and haven't necessarily been directly part of one of those groups.
Part of the benefits of being a former astronaut, right?
I guess.
Well, Bob, we know that they got you kind of hopping the rest of the day, so we don't want to take up too much of your time, but we want to thank you for chatting with AmericaSpace about Florida Space Day.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much, Jason.
All right, have a good one.
Okay.